Everyone, please settle down fast. Good afternoon, everyone. After the phenomenal 3 days of lots of fun, lots of memories, and lots of learning, we have finally gathered here today to mark the grand finale of Anant 24 Festival. I am extremely delighted to welcome you all to the valedictory ceremony of Anant 24. Anant, which took place over the last 2 days, consisting of events with club collaboration, has been a bunch of excitement, showcasing a diverse array of events spanning across various domains. Together, we have crafted memories that will last a lifetime, uniting in the spirit of camaraderie and celebration. On this thought, without any further ado, I would like to welcome our Honorable President Shri P.K. Taneja sir, our esteemed Chief Guest Mr. Deepak Mehta sir, Managing Director and Chairman of Deepak Group, our guest of honor Dr. Manoj Chaudhary sir, our Provost Dr. J.R. Sinha sir, our Registrar Shri Ramesh Panchal sir. I would also like to welcome our dignitaries of the dais, Shri B.B. Bhayani sir, Advisor GSFC University, Shri Mahesh Barot sir, Assistant Director and Campus Director GSFC University, Dr. Saurabh Shah sir, Dean Student Affairs and Dean SOT, investors of Shark Tank, Shri S.H. Purohit, SVP Human Resource and Service Department GSFC Limited, Mr. Shamir Shah, other executive officers. We warmly welcome all our faculties, teaching and non-teaching staff, deans and associate deans, as well as the students. Now, I would like to take this opportunity and request the members of Team Anant to welcome our esteemed dignitaries. I request Mr. Het Pastagya to please welcome our Chief Guest Shri Deepak Mehta sir. I request Devanshi Mufti to welcome Provost, Professor Dr. Manoj Chaudhary sir. I request Akshar Chavda to welcome our Honorable President Shri P.K. Taneja sir. I request Drashti Joshi to please welcome Professor Jia Sinha, Provost GSFC University. I request Harsha to please welcome Shri R.B. Panchal sir. As we reflect on the journey we have shared and the experience we have cherished, let us embrace the moment that has made Anant 24 truly spectacular with gratitude. I am pleased to introduce Professor Jia Sinha, a highly accomplished academician from the field of electronics and computer technology, who joined GSFC University on 1st December 2023 as Provost from IIIT Bangalore, a premier techno research institute of India. Our
Namaste and good afternoon to all. I'll be looking at my mobile phone to refer some bullet points because I always try to avoid using papers. Most respected chief guest, Mr. Deepak Mehta ji, respected Dr. Professor Manoj Chaudhary, Vice Chancellor Gati Shakti University, most respected our beloved President Sri P.K. Taneja sir, Director Administration Sri R.B. Panchal ji, Mr. S.H. Purohit Sahab, Mr. Bhayani, all senior management, dear faculty members, dear students, and most importantly, qubit miners and qubit explorers. I welcome you all. In the glorious inaugural ceremony, in the AI-enabled glorious inaugural ceremony, in the beautiful auditorium, Nagar Auditorium, I have already explained Quantumania. And quantum is an important part of Quantumania. We explore bits, that is binary digits, but quantum makes qubits. I am confident and I have witnessed that all our students, especially core team, they have been able to use that capabilities of qubits to enhance and elevate with the help of Mania in terms of their energy, activities, enthusiasm, skill set, especially industry ready skill set. That is what is primarily expected in GSFC University. So I would say my core team, especially Heth, Drishti, Dibyansi, and many, I would not like to name all those. They have been wonderful team behind these events and to make these events successful. All those who have been either participants or attendee, they are, in my opinion, qubit miners as well as qubit explorers. Qubits enable us to represent better, to interpret better, to draw more or better meaningful information from the data. And therefore, I hope this Anant 24 will transform something in you so that these qubits will help you in addressing the social issues and making all of you socio-technologists. I would like to say two major things here. One about our guest, Sri Deepak Mehta ji. Actually, this is my 108th day in this campus. Before that, I was in IIIT Bangalore as professor. Thanks to our honorable president who has who actually gave me the opportunity to visit your Samaj Suraksha Sankul. I would say that घने अंधकारों को भेदने के लिए और घने अंधकारों को पेनिट्रेट करने के लिए क्या चाहिए? केवल एक ही दीपक चाहिए. And that I have seen in your that event, that how you are empowering the youth, how you are empowering the Divyang. And why I am mentioning about this, sir, that Swami Vivekananda says, who is all-time inspiration for me, each soul is potentially divine, and the divinity is within you. All power lies in you. You have to express and manifest. And in the manifestation, what is needed is the Deepak. Is the Deepak of knowledge. And that is our logo, sir, that I want to connect, that is Buddhi Jnanena Suddhayati. Through that appropriate knowledge, we are trying to remove the layers of ignorance. And once you remove the layers of ignorance and connect with the practical exposure, the student becomes employable and the industry ready. Thank you so much, sir, for accepting our invitation. We heartily welcome you, sir, in our campus on behalf of our lovely students. My existence is because of our students. I am standing on behalf of students. So all credit goes to students only. We say that Jnana Devatu Kaivalyam, Jnanam Uttamam. Jnana, that is, knowledge is powerful. That can elevate you. And I have seen that this Ananta 24 has given you that brilliant platform and opportunity to elevate yourself. As far as our guest of honor, Professor Manoj Chaudhary, is concerned, 1 week ago, Professor Sadhugopan was chief guest of alumni meet. He was saying that mostly India has been users, consumers of 2G and 3G technology, even 4G. But when it comes to 5G, we have been a contributor. And then India is going to be leader, I can tell you, in 6G. And do you know that Professor Manoj Chaudhary is in the task force of Government of India of 6G technologies. He has played a significant role. He has played a significant role in 5G technologies while he was working for a long time in Samsung R&D. Sir, you might have probably missed, you have missed something, that the way our students welcomed the guest, did the beginning, start of the event during our inaugural session. I would say that. I would like to send you the YouTube where you would definitely be very happy that the way our students started the event, it was kind of AI driven. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation, sir. Coming here, I once again welcome you. Thank you so much. I also welcome, I'm sorry, Mr. Samir, who has accompanied by our chief guest. Thank you so much, sir, for coming here. Heartily welcome to you. From core of my heart, I welcome all of you. But the second part, I'll take few more minutes with the kind permission of chair, because this is my duty. I am provost here, so I have to say something about the university as well. Because we have guests, but our students are there. I want to reiterate the commitment as well. Otherwise, you have been listening to all about what I'm going to say in next 2 minutes. Sir, the most esteemed guest, we have some unique selling points. I can't say, I mean, one unique selling point requires at least for me, at least 30 minutes to 45 minutes. I would like to just mention that we have industrial internship at the end of every semester, and that is mandatory. Our president sir never likes me appreciating about him. It's very difficult to get industries. Despite that, I will appreciate. All our students go to industries and do the internship mandatorily. And I can tell you, sir, most important factor that attributes to our great placement is the internship. That is our unique feature, unlike all the universities. Foundation course. There is a model in IIT. I can tell you, even in IIIT Bangalore, there is a concept called of foundation course. But I have not seen that at the level of director or vice chancellor, because the chairman governing body never comes there in such programs. Giving 4 hours, 5 hours to the students, listening to them individually. Here it happens. And the foundation course is a 4-credit course for 1 month, and that includes people from National Human Rights Commission, Heartfulness, Deepak Foundation, and whatnot, Texas Instrument, and whatnot. This gives a brilliant exposure to our students. I would not like to elaborate all the unique selling points. We have Guitar Council to promote and give the platform to innovate, incubate the students. We have pin-ups, many more things are there, but I would like to conclude all these things by saying that we have digital campus system. Professor Chaudhary, I would like to draw your kind attention. I was working in a IT-driven university for 6 years as a professor. I have not seen there that an individual student can submit a grievance through grievance redressal scheme. I mean, through emails, one can reach out to anybody complaining about that this is a problem in academics infrastructure. But here it is connected to the concerned people. It goes to that route, it goes to that channel, and it gets redress. So that is what is happening. So this much touch we are trying to give the students. Lastly, thank you so much to all our sponsors. Thank you so much to all the companies. Thank you so much everybody who has supported us, who have generosity, who have expressed generosity and supported all of us. My special thanks to our promoter, GSFC company. Thank you so much. Sincere thanks to them for supporting us, for promoting us. Congratulations to all my qubit miners. Probably I cannot say as a teacher, but I mean little apologies I can express to especially the Bansi, Het and Drashti. I have been sometime, is a kind of little scolding to them. We have had a number of interactions during the execution and all that. I know that. So sometimes I have been very harsh to them. That was the role of teachers, to mentor them. So, but I appreciate you guys. I really appreciate, sir, the vice president level, everybody who came to the campus. They have sent an email to me. I can tell you, a principal scientist from CSI New Delhi, Mr. Kesava Swami from TCS, very senior person. They have sent today only one personal email appreciating about my students. So I would always say that the success of our students is our happiness, and happiness of our students is our success. Lastly, we are in the land of Mahatma Gandhi. He says that be the change that you want to see the world. I hope this Anant 24 will drive you, will make you, we must have given you the opportunity to be change creators, change makers, change agents for improving the quality of life, quality of individuals in the society. I'm sorry that I will take 30 seconds more because I am missing one important point. Yesterday result came, sir, of GATE examination. I'm so happy I can tell you this. We are a small university. We are a compact university and trying to create a measurable impact. Yesterday GATE result came. We are a very small university. One of our students has got 280 rank in GATE, All India rank in GATE exams. 1032. So there have been many students who are still collecting the data. So I just wanted to share this very important information to all of with you so that you also can become a part of our celebration. Thank you so much. I welcome you all. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your experience. It was indeed a pleasure listening to you. To create something exceptional, your mindset should be focused on the smallest detail, starting from a small team of 20 to a family of 200. Anant has a forever mark in our heart. To gist up all the memories and moments created in Anant 24 and the last few days, I request Shamik to take over the mic and highlight how magnificent Anant was.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. Anant 24, the 3-day university fest, unfolded a spectacular celebration of talent, culture, intellectual prowess, drawing in student, faculties, industry professionals alike into its vibrant embrace. Each day was a tapestry of color, sound, energy, with events that ranged from intellectual stimulating workshop to breathtaking performances in dance, music and drama. The fest served as a platform for students from various disciplines to showcase their talents, collaborate together, learn from each other, fostering a spirit of unity. A glimpse of . Uh, these are some glimpses of Anant 24. Glimpse of Anant 24 reveals a dynamic and inclusive atmosphere where every corner of university breathed with activity and enthusiasm. From the non-technical workshop that displayed the artistic talents of students to the technical workshop and events that highlighted innovative aspect of learning of Anant 24. Anant 24 was a testament to the diverse interest and capabilities of university's community. The fest not only provided entertainment but also enriched the participants and attendees with new knowledge, experience and memories that they would cherish long after the curtains were drawn. These are few statistics of Anant 24. This year we had 15% of total of 100% of at most passes, 3.8% were elite passes, 11.4% were gold passes, 2.1 silver passes, bronze 12.4% and followed by combo 53.8%. These are participation statistics. This year we had 1200 plus number of passes. We had 35 plus events and 3000 plus registrations across all the events. Also we had 27 plus universities in and around Gujarat who participate in Anant 24. Also, we cannot forget the support and collaboration that we had from our sponsors and collaborators. So, not taking much time, I would like to say a few lines about our collaborators and sponsors. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all our sponsors and collaborators for their invaluable support in making Anant 24 a great success. Your partnership has been instrumental in bringing our vision to life and empowering our community. Together, we have created an event that celebrates innovation, fostering collaborations, and inspires growth. Thank you so very much for your unwavering commitment and dedication. We look forward to continue collaboration and success in future. Thank you so much.
I request dignitaries and guest of honor as well as the chief guest to please come on the stage. I would like to introduce our guest of honor, Professor Dr. Manoj Chaudhary. He is the first Vice Chancellor of Gati Shakti University in Vadodara, Gujarat. He received his PhD in Communication System from IIT Kanpur. From IIT Kanpur. Before joining academia, Professor Manoj Chaudhary, sir, has very vast experience in the industry as top technologist and business leader. He is an accomplished academician with rich R&D experience and of experience of force in Government of India's Department of Telecom, a member of the Management Council of the Semiconductor Laboratory in the Ministry of Electronics and IT. He is also an independent director on the Jodhpur Discom board and the director of At this occasion, I would like to request sir to share his rich experience and motivate the young minds. Sir, please.
Good afternoon. First of all, thanks to the President, Provost for inviting me here. I had a great pleasure to meet the chief guest, Deepak ji. A university, as we all know, is and I have no notes, right? So I will speak from the heart. A university is a temple of learning. Once you enter a university, it is not about classrooms. It is not about what teacher teaches in a classroom. It is about the vibrant culture that the students of the university, the faculty of the university create when openly you can discuss something, share something. It is indeed my first visit to GSFC University, but in my brief interaction, I talked to the students who received me, and they shared with me that in Anant, what kind of technical competitions were held. Through the glimpse that I had, I can definitely say that kudos to you. You have set up a great, vibrant campus. Vibrancy is never in the buildings, right? It is not about small or large. Everybody is small in the beginning, and that's fine, right? But as they say, it's not important where we stand, it's important where we are headed to. And I believe GSFC is headed in the very right direction. Few things I must talk to you, because I have a chance to talk to students, and I never miss that whenever I have a chance. We all live in a 21st century, everybody says so. But let us understand the meaning of 21st century in a simple language. Every single thing that you are doing today is 21st century, whether WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, social media. You book an Uber or an Ola, a ride-sharing app is 21st century. You watch a streaming video on YouTube or Netflix is a 21st century. Right? You do online shopping on Amazon or whatever, it's a 21st century. I am not talking that they are 21st century products. Of course they are 21st century products. But the companies that made them are also born in 21st century. We are only in 24th year of this century. What that means is the technology development in 21st century has intensified greatly. And its deployment has intensified even further. 2, 3, 4 years down the line, you make a technology. ChatGPT was only in 2, 3 years back. And today it is in the hands of everyone. Such is the rapid change. That is the manifestation of 21st century. So when our Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji says, and rightfully, that India is a land of opportunities because there are 1,25,000 registered startups. That is the change that we have to see in India. That is the change that is happening. It is happening because of youth of India. As Modi ji talked, right, in his interview yesterday, in his address, that these startups are in 600 districts. They are not only in Bangalore. That means everywhere in India, the youth of India are scripting a 21st century developed Viksit Bharat. That the youth of India are doing. That is where the role of all the students is absolutely critical. I can ask a question. Is innovation essential? Is innovation essential? It is as essential, it is as simple as to say, is survival essential? Because if you do not innovate in 21st century, survival is not guaranteed. Therefore, whatever technologies we are talking, briefly mentioned 5G, I have been involved in semiconductor mission. We are now trying to radicalize semiconductor manufacturing in India. Whether the quantum mission, the great national quantum mission is formed, hydrogen mission, recently AI mission. If you see all around India, one thing that has been happening is technology-enabled development. I represent Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya, and there is a common thing between my university and the university I am sitting. Our university short form is GSV. The first 2 letters are GS. Gati Shakti, yours is GSFC. We are already discussing some collaborative areas, what we can do together in Vadodara. Gone are the days when we all used to work in isolation in our... Today the world is interdependent world. If there is a crisis in Ukraine, it impacts whole of the world, whether wheat production or if there is a crisis in Red Sea today. If there is a Red Sea crisis, you all hear in news, that means that all the ships that are going and carrying freight, international traffic, have to take some Cape of Good Hope, another route. That means that freight cost will increase. So every single small thing in the world has an international impact. We are in interdependent world. Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya, just will talk only one line. It is set up as India's first university in transportation and logistics sector. It is a central university. That means Gati Shakti plan that was made by the PM is about building synergies between different ministries and departments so that we work in synergy and not in isolation. We want to make sure in Vadodara also, all universities, we work in synergy. And that is something that I really want to say. Many a times, I also face these questions with the students. AI आ रहा है, हमारे job का क्या होगा, what will happen, what skills, what do we do, so on and so forth, right? Because I talked about 21st century, I also must say that with the rapid progress in 21st century, one thing is definitely guaranteed. That is, what you learn today, 5 years down the line, you have a need to learn something different. You cannot simply say 4 years, 3 years, whatever you learned in GSFC is forever. Fundamentals are forever, but you have to constantly learn. As Toffler says, illiterates of the 21st century are not those, I repeat, illiterates of the 21st century are not those who cannot read or write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn and relearn. And therefore you have to learn every day. Similarly, Mark Twain says, man who does not read every day has no advantage over the man who cannot read. You have to think whether you are only reading what is asked by your teacher for writing the exam, or are you reading to learn something. Unless you learn, my dear friends, my dear students, this world is very complex. You do not get a job because you have graduated from GSFC or GFC or wherever. You get a job, you get a salary because of the value you offer to the organization which hires you. You get the salary based on the value you offer. It is the value that you create. It is the value that you offer. So everything is on you, not on the other side. We have to change the world, as was mentioned by Provost, right, with Gandhi's quotation, is in us. We have to change, we have to learn, we have to contribute, we have to make a Viksit Bharat. It is everything is we have to do. Don't assume everybody else will do for you. And it is very, very important in relation to the AI and what I was telling. I firmly believe that AI, classically AI is only 4 things. That is, how do you perceive things, how do we classify things, how do we reason out things, and what actions do we take on whatever reason we made. Same thing that we do in our common sense, right? And I strongly believe that human ingenuity is always supreme. Human ingenuity cannot make any system that human ingenuity cannot break. So it is never technology which is going to dominate. It is we as humans. We will create the technology we want, we need, and what we create, how do we dictate how the technology has to run. And therefore have the supreme belief that human being, human mind is the one that is the supreme creator. Technology is a medium for us to enable to do many things in a much more productive and efficient manner. That's all I want to say. I'm very, very happy that you have this festival, Anant, and I'm sure I have definitely missed many things on your inauguration day. I will look at the YouTube videos, but as the name says, Anant, the innovations should always be Anant. You should have this energy and drive to do forever, forever, forever. And that is something I want to really wish you, everybody who participated, and really hope that together we can do something great for our country, and we really work together to make the Viksit Bharat by 2047. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for such great words. With a career spanning over 5 decades, Mr. Deepak Mehta, sir, has the forefront of India's emerging chemical industry, steering Deepak Group into a market-leading player. He is the chairman of Deepak Nitrate. With a career spanning almost for 5 decades into a responsible chemistry life and instilling value from waste as well as triple bottom line elements at the heart of the company's operation. Under his auspicious leadership, Deepak Group has undergone revolutionary expansion and strategic diversification. The company embraced Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat, achieving scalability through advanced manufacturing. In 2020, Deepak Group received the prestigious Forbes Asia Best Under Billion Top 200 award. Apart from his active and entrepreneurial engagement, Mr. Mehta is a trustee at the Deepak Foundation, dedicated to improving the quality of the underprivileged and the needy. He has served as a president of the Indian Chemical Council (ICC) and been a member of Task Force Chemical Industry. I welcome Deepak Mehta, sir, to please share a few words.
Honorable Shri Tanejaji, my dear friend. He's also on the board of our company. Professor Manoj Chaudhary ji, it was a delight to listen to you. Sinha ji, you have been very, very inspiring personality, I must say. Mr. Panchal and friends. Actually, watching Ananta, I almost felt I wish I could come back as a student and be actually on that side, sitting and listening and enjoying. Right? So, a few years, I think it's now about 7-8 years since GSFC University began. And I do remember that GSFC University was a unique university which started off in the fertilizer nagar, or in the area where a chemical or a fertilizer plant was existing. I think nowhere in the country is it such a beautiful combination where learning and execution are side by side. The one thing that attracted me in those days was when I heard in the first couple of years that you had an exam, and around the same time GSFC had a shutdown planned, and I think it was Mr. Tiwari then who decided that for once we will even postpone the exam, but let the students actually participate in the shutdown. Let the students actually see what a machine looks like when it is opened, how people have to take care of the smallest things. You look at aircrafts, how well they are maintained, that not a single time they would have a situation in which mid-air the engine stops, right? So those type of precisions, how do they come, is when you really see them when they are on the ground and when they are opened. And the GSFC University team decided that this is the best time to give students a practical experience. Frankly, as I said, with this type of experience that you people would have had, we will certainly feel as an industry that we can never get something as good a knowledge as what you would have got. And sooner or later, I know that GSFC University would be actually the place from where best of the brains that would run the chemical industry will come up. We have been a lot of times comparing with what's happening in Bangalore, in South India, particularly with lots and lots of software companies coming up there. And then when we go back to looking at where Gujarat could come, what could be uniqueness of Gujarat, one again starts saying, okay, can we look at GSFCU as an example? And Karnataka embraced education almost 30-40 years back, and so many students then got into software-led education. We were trying to look at Gujarat, that I was in FICCI, Gujarat, and trying to define what we should be doing here. And we said, because Gujarat is actually largely into manufacturing, maybe we should look at not just copying or replacing Karnataka, but we should do something which is more closer to Gujarat, and that would be maybe in things like 3D printing, maybe in things like actually using AI for constantly improving what we are doing. And when you have so many factories around, so many industries around, your knowledge of utilizing AI can go a long way. In our company at Deepak, we have, where Mr. Taneja is also on the board, we make a product called phenol. We put up the country's largest plant to make something like 200,000 tons of phenol. But in this 5 years since we made it, we have been having youngsters like you who are constantly looking at, okay, how can I see what can be done to better and improve? And the same plant which was 200,000 tons, in 5 years it is now producing more than 350,000 tons. And today, it is doing a lot of what we call as advanced process controls, where it constantly does this AI type of learning that, okay, in the last 3 months, when was the best time, when was the best hour that the production was high, and what went right every time, and what can we do to repeat these. When I look at these things, I do feel that if tomorrow the company has to grow and companies like Deepak has to grow, we need to be very closely associated with learning, associated with institutes like GSFC University. Because wherever we have seen in the world, be it China for example, or United States for example, there is a very close relationship between industry and academia. There is a very close, in fact in China, most of the technology is not really coming within industry. It has been mostly colleges, institutes, which are research based. They keep on churning out newer ideas, and the industry starts taking them. We would certainly like to see how we can together create that type of an ecosystem in which the knowledge that you learn can be applicable to the industry. And as Professor Chaudhary mentioned, the greatest learning that you get in GSFC University is the art of learning. And learning will be something that you would carry every part of your life, constantly re-innovating, re-engineering your own thoughts. And we as an industry would be wanting to see how we can together bring value. We have been doing great things in India, but when you start looking at where the world is going, where for example China is moving forward, we have miles to go. The way they have been looking at utilizing research in every field, we need to see that we cannot rest saying that, okay, we have now achieved something so great. We cannot rest on our laurels. And this will be certainly something, it is a race. We are already in the race, and we have to really see that constantly it is through innovation that we are going to be working to see how we can win this race. And I'm very happy today when I see Ananta that the seed of the race is already sown very well. Thank you. All the best. Thanks.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring words. Now, I would like to invite Man of Honor, our constant support, Shri P.K. Taneja, sir. Under sir's constant guidance, our university has flourished, embracing diversity, fostering collaboration, and nurturing a vibrant intellectual community. His dedication to creating an environment where innovation thrives and where students are empowered to become leaders of tomorrow is truly commendable. Sir, I would request you to please share a few words.
Today's our esteemed chief guest of this valedictory ceremony, Shri Deepak Mehta ji, who I know perhaps for the last 23 years. When I came to Baroda in the industry sector, that since then I know him. It's always, if you sit with Shri Deepak Mehta, you will always learn something. I also had a interaction in other capacities, like he's running many organizations like Deepak Foundation. In fact, this year in our foundation course, we also had Deepak Foundation as our partner. And I'm happy to share that our students visited some of the villages And Deepak Foundation lent the whole support for that. Just to strike the point that I was asking Mr. Mehta as to how much you spend on CSR, corporate social responsibility. I'm also a member of the CSR committee. That's a different matter, but I'll tell you. Whatever is our budget is his CSR. So who is contributing more? He's contributing more to the society than me. But then I take pride in a very different thing which I've shared with him. This university is a different model, which before that I'll come to our guest of honor, Professor Manoj Chaudhary. I listened to him very, very carefully. Whenever you listen to professors, you always learn something. The best part was that you have to unlearn also, and unlearning is also part of learning. And I think bureaucrats have to unlearn more. I can only share my own experience that 5-6 years ago, when I was made the president of this university, I didn't have any confidence to run this institution. I had my doubts about myself and started learning. Can you learn education sector without unlearning bureaucratic hassles or bureaucratic issues? Because you are entrenched in a one particular kind of environment. Here you need developmental role, there you need regulatory role. So I had to give up bureaucratic aspects and embrace developmental aspects. But for the last 2-3 years, the way we are growing, and it is mainly because of the faculty and the students. I have developed confidence. So whatever confidence is in me, it is more because of those who constitute it. And who constitutes any organization? It's always the people who are there, they constitute the organization. And particularly, I will never ever hesitate that I have a huge, huge confidence in my students. And the best part is that I also feel younger when I interact with them. When you interact with young minds, in order to appreciate them, you have to be young, else you don't understand. Am I right? Yes, I shared this anecdote a couple of days ago, but that doesn't mean that I should not get the claps. We have our senior management, Dr. Sinha, who has a huge passion in education. I can tell you we are very fortunate to have him, although it is only how many days old? 108. Let it be 1008 and let there be 10,008. We have Mr. Panchal, Director Administration and Registrar, Campus Director Mr. Barot, Dr. Saurabh Shah, and the most lovable is the team Anant. You are making us proud. And your inaugural ceremony was indeed wonderful. But over the period, I have also become a teacher, so I also will suggest something. Am I right? All the time I keep suggesting. And I have made my suggestions. Am I right? But what happened to Team Anant's companion? I am missing her. Where is Anantia today? What happened? She's not happy with Anant? I'll tell you what it is, because we need to tell. They did it through a interactive chatbot, the entire ceremony, inaugural ceremony, which was wonderful. And this was my prescription also, that take it to a different level in terms of technology. And they did it wonderfully. So I was expecting, in fact, the brief is that today also it will be there, but I understand she's not happy with you. So can you tell me what happened to Anantya? What happened? Be confident to reply.
She is getting paid to do much more.
Okay.
Bigger task was given to Anantya, so that's why she is taking time.
The way I keep giving the work. So, since we have, of course, Deepak Bhai Mehta has been associated with this university for a long time. He was on our governing body for 2 terms. And Professor Manoj Chaudhary, it is your first visit, I think, Professor Saab. So it's my duty to share a little bit about university as to where we are. We are a CSR initiative of GSFC company. And it's a different model altogether. We are on the test. Can we make it sustainable? Can it make it grow the way others grow? It's a different model. Either you have IITs and triple IITs and all that, which are funded by mighty sovereign authorities like Government of India, state government, or central universities like yours. Or you have on the other extreme, which are run by having humongous number of students like 30,000, 40,000. We also have a model here like Parul University. Where are we? Perhaps it's very difficult to talk about it. And let me tell you that some of the IAS officers I spoke to, they looked on the other side. 1,000 students? Kya hai? And when I came here, I said that I don't want more than, not even in 4 digits. Because I didn't have much of experience of the education sector. I said, let me have maximum of 999 students so that we can have quality. Because I'm also an engineer, I was told that quantity and quality are inversely related. So if we go for a higher number of students, we will compromise the quality. Why to do that? But then realize that can we manage a university with such a small number? Perhaps not. Because we have to make it sustainable. So that 999 went to perhaps 1400, 1500, 1500 went to. Then one day I said, okay, let me calculate the carrying capacity of my university. This model of carrying capacity was introduced by me based on my experience for counting the loins. You may be wondering as to what is this. Being in this service, we do all kinds of things. When I was Additional Chief Secretary Forest, fortunately we had to do counting of loins, means census, loin census. And it has a huge bearing on what is the carrying capacity of those national park or sanctuary and all that. So I said, similarly, my university should also have a carrying capacity. And so the team was put saying that you please find out what is the carrying capacity of my campus or university. So they calculated, they spent a lot of time with me, and they said it is somewhere between 1900 to 2100. Based on what you teach, because technology will require a different has a different requirement, science has a different, and school of management, perhaps you need only a classroom and some computers. Am I right? So I said, okay, we can take it to 2,000 students maximum. else we will be compromising the quality of the education. That was the outer limit. And today we are 2,142 or 56, whatever it is. We have grown to that level. That means our carrying capacity is full. Yes, fortunately we have new building come up, which is the Anviksha, and we have the third floor empty, where we are converting into a classroom. And we can perhaps accommodate 500 more students. And I do believe the kind of model we are having, we are perhaps the preferred institution in Baroda. We don't pressurize anyone to join us. We don't use any force. People come by choice. Am I right? Students have to say yes. Yes. Okay. And that too when there is no semester break. That is our USP. I'll be very happy to know that if there is any university in the whole country where there is no semester break. Is there any? I have not come across, unless my knowledge is very limited. We have a system where during the semester break, it is not a break, but it is industrial internship or any organizational internship. So our students have to go to, and they are under watch. We have an app called Prayas, where the geolocation of that student is also comes on record. So we ensure that he is in the industry, what time he goes there and what time he leaves. Now that is a little policing attitude, but then once the student has joined my institution, and that too by his or her choice, they have to follow my rules. Otherwise, we know what has happened. As an IITian or as a University of Roorkee student, what kind of industrial internship I did, I know for it. They were only on paper, there was nothing. I did it in Bharat Electronics Limited because my branch was electronics and communication. Mostly people go to their hometowns, or they go to some relations place, or they go to some places which is good for sightseeing, and go on the first day, and on the last day they go and collect the industry internship certificate. Majority of them, even including IITs, that used to happen 35, 40, 50 years ago. But we have a different system, and that is yielding results. 5 years ago when I joined, I know that there were many representations coming from the students about placements. In the last 2 years, not even a single not a single representation has come to me saying that, sir, we need your help. That means whatever model we are following, it is yielding results. Mr. Deepak Mehta himself is an employer of our students. Of course, I don't know how many of them. Let us give him a clap. But I can only say that I have never requested him. That means their recruitment is on students' merits. That is what needs to be clapped. I have heard many stories where they say that we are also having your students from Baroda, of course, and our students are doing reasonably well. That doesn't mean that we have reached. There is a huge scope for improvement on every front. It's a different model. We need to work on it as to, we started Fire and EHS, we are a CSR initiative of GSFC company, but we are also a legal body, a private university under the Private University Act. So we are also doing CSR. And our fire and EHS is nothing but CSR initiative of the university itself. We are making losses. It is not able to sustain on its own because we have very few students coming for that course. But we have the kind of perseverance which is needed. A day will come when we will have enough number of students, enough number of courses or value-added courses, and it will also become. And I do see that because the first batch of fire and EHS, which was last year, all the 24 graduates got placed within first month. Problem is in Gujarat, normally they don't prefer fire and EHS, so we have to go to other states. And we'll try to bring them here like Madhya Pradesh, maybe Rajasthan, or even to some extent, even if we have to go to UP or Bihar or Odisha, we'll do that. I just sought some details from our Anant team as to what kind of technologies they are using to manage this particular entire event. This event is entirely led by them. They are our leaders. I think we should give them a clap. And I'm sure that if I had taken the lead, it wouldn't have been that beautiful or that good. Inaugural ceremony was just wonderful. It was much better than last year, but the story goes like this, is that in IIT Gandhinagar, I had a friend who was, my batchmate was the director of IIT Gandhinagar, and we used to discuss many things as to what is good in your institute. Please tell me. Dr. Sudhir Jain. So one day, some few students, a batch, I think 3-4 students landed up in my office when I was in Gandhinagar, carrying a letter from Dr. Sudhir Jain as a director IIT Gandhinagar कि कुछ पैसा दे दो. मैंने कहा किस बात का पैसा है? कहते हैं साहब जैन साहब ने भेजा है, कहेंगे तनेजा साहब जरूर पैसे दे देंगे. मेरी बात हो गई है. He telephoned me saying that I am sending some students. You please listen to them and do something. Then I asked what is it? So what they had developed a model that they will have a festival. They used to call it Tech Fest. We also initially called it Tech Fest, but now it has become a university festival because now it's an age of interdisciplinary approach. The new or the national education policy says that all the disciplines should be covered. So our festival now has all SOT, SOS, SOM together. Am I right? Good. So same model we started here. About when I joined here, I said, you also start making this festival on your own. You take your decisions and I'll support you in whatever manner I can. Same copied. I think there is nothing wrong in copying. But only thing is that copy good things. Not bad things. I think this is the third festival, if I remember. Because in between we had COVID. First was called Tech Fest, where I had to chip in about, say, maybe 5-7 lakh from university funds. I said, नहीं, सुधीर जैन वाला मॉडल तो ये नहीं था. उसमें तो students were able to collect the entire money on their own. Last year, I think they were able to break even, and this year they are going to be surplus. Am I right? My job is to write a letter, my job is to telephone some of them, and the money comes in. Rest of the management, where from to procure, what to do, all this is done by them. And the best part is that even all the things have been most likely made here itself. Using even this, am I right? You have not purchased it from outside. I think they deserve this. So next batch next team should be rather very, very happy. They will have some starting fund, surplus fund to start with. And in case they don't have, I am there to support. No problem. But this time we are, from university we are not funding, am I right? Or are you going to seek some fund? No. Great. In terms of technology, I just said, give me a list of the various technology or tools which you are using. I have 7 of them. I don't want to share that, but this is a proof that it's a technology-driven festival. And that is what is important. You learn by doing it. You learn by performing it. And this is an event where you have to perform. And we are there to judge you. And as on date, we really appreciate, we do believe that you have done a great job. But the last 2 things I'll mention. You have to prepare a report. And if the report is good, all of you get a cup of coffee at my personal expense. And the second is that you made a request that we would like the campus to be continued as decorated as we have done for some time. Allowed. So these are the only 2 things. Wish you all the best. And otherwise, it should be only decoration should be allowed. That doesn't mean the kachra is not to be picked up. So you have to restore the whole campus the way it was, except that there is value addition. Am I right? Once again, I thank Shri Deepak Bhai Mehta ji and for his support. He's one of the, I would say, I always say, I've never seen a gentle person more gentle person than him. In my 25 years of interaction with him, I can only share that as a director on his company, I'm learning every day. And let me tell you, when I learn there, I also share with many of you by virtue of that, do it this way, do it that way. So in the process, students are also learning. I've never seen a company where board meetings, though I've been in companies for 10 long years, or rather more, GL, CL, GSFC, GB, everywhere. These meetings go on for 2 to 3 hours. Naturally, we are discussing something which is there for the interest of the company. Simple yardstick. I think your DPL is about 6 years old, perhaps, from the operations, 5 years, 6 years. And today it is a debt-free company. Debt-free in 5 years, I think it's an example in itself. That means it has given all the returns. It can't give those returns unless you are managing it very, very efficiently. That is what even our students should study. I keep saying that. Pick up the balance sheet, pick up the profit and loss account, try to analyze, go to the good companies. We have even subscribed to CMIE, Center for Monitoring of Indian Economy. And I keep telling my team, keep analyzing. You have to do the mapping of the companies with the curriculum which you are there. Then only you can prepare yourself for the industrial internship. Definitely we need your support and your support to provide the right kind of industrial internship to our students. We need understanding, whether it is MOU or otherwise, with minimum of 600, 700 companies to discharge our obligation of industrial internship, which we have provided as a vision and mission. That means I have to map my curriculum with the industry and provide this facility. This is not decided by the students where they are going. Yeah, they can suggest, but the final decision is with the GSFC University management, whether to send him, because it has to match with the curriculum. When we were doing our internship as this thing, we used to decide and we used to get the certificate and submit. That's all. So it's a humongous, it's a huge task for us. I keep taking the review about it. My request to the faculty is that please go on expanding the list of companies where our students can. When you go on doing it, the chances of employment also increase. And in the process, we are doing a great service to our students and we are discharging our own obligations. Thank you very much. All kudos to you. Expect a wonderful report, documentation, so that it can be used by others also. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your motivational words. Amidst all the fun and winds of events, there were always winners who maintained the spirit of competition, as well as effective sportsmanship. The most awaited moment of Anant 24. Ladies and gentlemen, the prize distribution. I would like to invite Deepak Mehta, sir, to please do the felicitation of students. For the first and the foremost event, Logic Labyrinth, we have the winner Dhruv Agrawal. The second, Code Pictionary, we have the winner Vidur Shah. Yes, sir. 200 and more.
200, that means 10% of the entire strength. Big number.
For language mystery, we have Utsav Patel. For Adflix, we have Preksha Agrawal. For Hari 5, we have Diya Patel. For Mindscape, we have Ritika Rele. For Agarat, we have Radhika Sharma. I request Manoj sir to please felicitate students. For billionaire, we have Rishu Pandey.
Billionaire.
Yes.
Chemi- Sir, it's an event of chemical where students had many compounds and they bidded for it and made a formula. So it was a chemical based event which also included finance, signifying our theme that how we have a amalgamation of all the fields.
Billionaire कैसे बन गए?
Let Gargi explain.
Ga-
Gargi, would you please explain about this event?
But where is your money? Oh, great. Very good.
Second, we have Rutvi Patel.
कौन से स्कूल का था ये? SOS. No, SOT, sorry.
For Snako Mystery, we have Sanjana Pal. Guys, please do a huge round of applause. Second, we have Pratik Ambalya. For Eco Ethics, we have Jay Patel.
Could you please explain?
Can we convert these into knowledge products? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So at least I should have 34 knowledge products if there are 34 events.
Yes.
Let me have 34 KPs.
In industry, lot of times people believe that taking care of the environment is always at the cost of profit. So a lot of companies want to take it as outside. But it has been our experience that ethics, aesthetics, and economics go hand in hand.
Second, we have Karan Panchal. For treasurant, we have Saurav Mukherjee and team. Please do a huge round of applause.
This is a very valid question. How come only boys can hunt and others cannot? Girls have to answer. They are not good hunters. Arey, lioness hunts for the lion.
For IPL auction, we have Satvik Santoki. For Bagboro Steel, we have Prem Sharma. Yes.
If I have to take the university name, I have to beg, I have to borrow, I have to.
For Escape Room, we have Shubh Patel.
I don't mind escaping.
For Gun Game, we have Naman Jani. For Shoot the Goal, we have Jay Patel. For Sketch It Out, we have Nakshatra Parekh.
रुको, अरे हमारे जैसे को भी कर लेते हैं.
For Valorant, we have Jainam Doshi. Jainam. For Rocket League, we have. Okay, sorry. For Rocket League, we have Abhinav Ajay.
Either there is a secret or there is a bias.
No, sir.
I just asked one question as to what was it from other universities. So 27 plus universities. Right? But there must be winners from other universities also. The reply given to me is that all our prizes were won by our own winners were from UN. So either it is a case of bias or it is a case of hiding the information.
No, sir. For Call of Duty, we have Div Patel.
What was the number from other university who participated? Absolute number? 100, 130 100 out of 400.
For BGMI, we have Vraj Patel. Clapping should not be stopped. For Clash Royale, we have Vinay Tilonki. Last but not the least, Dodgeball, we have Team Mihir. Just 1 minute, sir. One more, Vida, sir. Okay, no, sir. We are done, sir.
Let us invite project team and Viraj to develop this announcement.
I would like to invite project team as well as Viraj, who done all this.
Viraj and team.
Viraj and team. I request guests to please sit.
देखिए आपके पास कितना बड़ा कंट्रोल है आप कहेंगे खड़े हो जाइए तो खड़े हो जाते हैं आप कहते बैठ जाइए तो बैठ जाते हैं otherwise they are controlled yes
They are busy with something. I acknowledge them for their participation and the time and efforts they gave to us. Now I would like to call Ms. Devanshi Mufti to propose the vote of thanks, appreciating the efforts and contribution of all involved in making Anant 24 a memorable experience. The splendor of monuments and memorable might fade from memory, but a simple word of appreciation or gratitude can leave an enduring impression on our hearts and mind. With that in mind, I would like to request our Honorable President Shri P.K. Taneja sir to present a vote of gratitude to our venerable Chief Guest Shri Deepak Mehta sir. I would like to request our respected Provost sir to present a token of appreciation to Professor Dr. Manoj Chaudhary. I request Provost sir to please give a token of appreciation to Purohit sir. Thank you so much, sir. I would like to call Devanshi to propose vote of thanks.
Dear esteemed speakers, our guest of honors, chief guest, and every other eminent personalities, and all the participants of Anant 24, it is with great pleasure that I stand before you today to deliver this valedictory speech. As we come to the end of this incredible event, I am filled with a sense of joy and fulfillment, knowing that we have achieved so much together. It gives me immense pleasure to extend my heartfelt gratitude on behalf of the organizing committee of Anant 24. This event would not have been possible without your support, encouragement, and participation. Firstly, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to our chief guest, Shri Deepak Mehta sir, who graced the occasion with his esteemed presence out of his busy schedule. Dr. Manoj Chaudhary sir, for sparing his valuable time and gracing us with much appreciated presence. Your valuable time, insights, and wisdom have enriched our festival, and we are honored to have the privilege of listening to your words of wisdom. Also, a special thanks to our Honorable President Sir, Shri P.K. Taneja Sir, for his valuable inputs. His blessings and unconditional support has always been a leader in making our vision a grand success. Next, we have our administration team and our senior management, which includes Provost Sir, G.R. Sinha Sir, R.B. Panchal Sir, Mahesh Barot Sir, and B.B. Bhayani Sir, for their consistent encouragement and support. A profound appreciation is extended to Dr. Saurabh Shah Sir, who has worked diligently with us and making this event a seamless flow. Furthermore, we express our deep appreciation to all our associate deans, student counselors across all the schools, and faculty mentor Ms. Neha Pujara ma'am, whose guidance and insignificant support have constantly spurred us to surpass our limits. We also wish to extend our gratitude to the Facilities Division, Ms. Dharti Patel ma'am, Senior Manager Mr. Naren Acharya sir, the entire IT team, marketing team and the administrative team, as well as all the supporting staff members for their exceptional dedication and invaluable support throughout. I'm equally thrilled to extend my deepest appreciation to our esteemed sponsors who generously supported us in making this event possible. My special thanks and regards to GIPCL for their CSR contribution. Special thanks to GSFC Limited and Polycab for being our title sponsors. Polycab Telecom is powered by sponsors. GUVNL is associative partner. Fanan is associative partner. GGRC is our executive partner. Silox is Inertia Events partner. GATL as Swoosh partners. PMC as Equilibrium partner. Sagar Consultants as Overseas partner. IMS as CAT GMAT partner. Acumen as Gate partner. And Guitar as the incubation partner. VCCI as industry partner. Concept Company as production partner. AWS as community partners. Peak Hikers as adventure partners. TNN News as digital media partner. And Papercut Studio as photographer partner. Having thanking all them, I would like to also extend my wishes to all the faculty mentors and other who have supported us. That is Harshad Bhai, and every of them who has helped us. Shivang and the photography team that has helped us in capturing the memories and the PPT that we have made. Thank you to all of you, and also a big congratulations to the winners. Hope we have made this 124 a good memory for you. Thank you. Have a good day, everyone.
Anything further?
It's a national event.
National anthem, and you don't want a group photograph of the team with the guest of honor and the chief guest?
Yeah. I request Anant team to for a photograph with chief guest and guest of honor, as well as the deans and the. Yeah, sir.
ये 2014 के member है ना?
Yeah. Team Anant 24.
Congratulations to entire team. You have worked tirelessly for many months. You have not slept for many nights. It's outcome. Thanks to all the supporting members and dignitaries, especially President sir and all the senior management. And thank you for this event. Thank you. Let's complete the event.
Sorry.
I request everyone to stand up for national anthem.